Kia ora! Another week with the Hype Aunties. We decided to go live today. We're out and about here at Hamilton Lake. Woo! And today we're going to talk about processing highs and lows of emotional states through your life journey, not just your business journey. Everyone experiences these. So that's about talking about emotions, having low emotional states, and also having low energy. And how do you deal with those, and how do you shift out of those?
Absolutely, yeah, because we do need to look after our well-being. As Auntie Sarah pointed out, we are human beings and no human doings. So we need to focus on how to actually recognize those moments where we do feel low, when we do feel overwhelmed, when we do feel that we are going in circles, and do something to actually move past that moment instead of, rummaging in it.
Absolutely. So one thing we identified in our conversation is it's emotion. So we're feeling something emotionally and we need to move to shift that emotion.
Yeah, and hence the lake and the walk around.
We're actually taking our own advice today.
I feel so much better now.
Quite a rare thing that we take our own advice as well. So that's one thing that we've identified, is that actually just physical movement is so good to shift an emotional state, to shift into a higher energy as well. So that's one thing we've identified. We talked about things that drive us. So, one thing we were talking about just now is that sometimes we don't feel entitled to acknowledge our emotions. Like if I'm a really fortunate person, I have a really good life, and there's people so much less fortunate out there, that sometimes, like if I'm feeling a bit sad or a little low energetically, it's like, well, maybe I don't feel entitled to feel that emotion.
Yeah, you almost feel guilty to say anything about it, because who am I to say anything? There is so much we've been blessed with and so much to be grateful for. And yet it's really important to have a voice and to acknowledge that it's normal to feel,
ups and downs.
It's okay.
Everybody feels it.
Yeah.
So we said emotion as in move your body to get rid of, shift emotional state, shift into higher energy, but also talk to a friend. We've gotten so much value out of having a yarn today to help us kind of process the feelings we're having, process the energy we're experiencing, and get a little bit of positivity out from each other as well to lift our state. And so those are two things. First of all, move. Second of all, find a friend who can handle the fact that, yes, you're privileged, you have a really good life, and you'd like to have a good whinge about the things that aren't quite where you want them to be.
Yeah, I would say actually create a Kete or a little toolbox of different things that can get you out of the state. What would that be for you? Because when you get down, when you do feel emotionally drained, you might not actually come out with the answer. So having a toolkit that can get you out, what is it for you? Is it going to a gym? Is it maybe baking a cake? Is it journaling? Is it going for a walk, calling a friend? What is it? It could be going and get some flowers. That's a good one.
That's a nice one.
But coming up with a list of different things that you can maybe have and store in your phone, and you can get to, and then select the one that will get you out of that funk. It's it's a good toolkit to have.
One of the things we were reflecting on too is it doesn't have to be an obvious reason. We're both going, is there something with the moon phase at the moment or something? Because we're both feeling like a little bit flat, a little bit low.
Let's go!
I feel like that's our next blue for real. It's gorgeous. And woo! But what do you use? What is the most common thing, the first thing you go to if you're not feeling great?
Well, I clean the house.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. That really clears my energy. And I feel that often what I miss is clarity. So going for a walk, cleaning the house, shifts my mind to something that is totally different, and it puts things into perspective. And I come up with very clear, actionable steps that can get me further. And I would say the smallest thing, the smallest action might just unlock you to feel that you are moving in the, moving forward, and that you are progressing with whatever you're working on, or with those feelings, getting you out of that state. So what is the one thing that you could do to make, this a step forward? Clarity. So that's for me. How about you, Auntie Sarah?
I'm exploring with something more recently, which is earthing.
Oh,
so
good one.
Coming from the perspective is a bit for some people, but and for me, so I'm exploring in the sense that I'm trying to have an open mind about this.
Yeah.
But it's talking about the fact that we're all energy, we're all just vibrating at different frequencies, and sometimes to download that, we actually need to put our bare feet on dirt and allow some of that energy to be soaked into the earth, or go swimming in the ocean or something like that.
And it feels good.
We're trying not to get run over again. Thank you, lady.
Walking on a field, bare feet, it just gets me back to when I was a child. It puts that, I don't know, feeling of freedom, a free state of just, exploring even just movements in a different way. Good one. I'll add it to my Kete.
I think New Zealanders do this more than anywhere else in the world.
They do.
We're known for going barefoot. That's because we don't have any snakes, crocodiles, fire ants, whatever. I think. But also our weather probably lends itself to bare feet a little bit more than some other countries. But yeah, so that's something that I'm exploring. A cup of sweet tea.
Ooh,
or a cup of herbal tea, like a hot drink. And something I'm going to explore a little bit, which is, what do you call it? A little bit, whatever, because you're on your phone watching this if you are. And we have someone joining us, so hello.
Yeah. We want to know what is on your Kete. How do you get out of a funk and a feeling of overwhelm? Maybe we can learn from each other.
Yeah.
Give us some ideas.
Give us some ideas
to go through.
Yeah. But sweet tea. So just having a cup of tea, but putting the phone down is what I was going to say.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this, actually get away from tech. Stop the doom scrolling. And like just breathe in and out for a little while. So definitely some breath work also has that potential. Yeah, and so those are some things. Start journaling is a big one I've used my whole life. And I always tell my family, don't read my journals when I die, because it's just me processing my thoughts. And so it's like very repetitive. It can be like getting the negativity out, just putting it on a piece of paper so it's no longer swirling around in my head. So nobody needs to read that. It's going to be quite a large bonfire when I'm gone. But that's one thing, journaling, getting it out of my head. Talking to a friend is the same kind of thing, but with the benefit of a response. So you actually get some perspective. We already talked about some really good insights around the way that ego plays into decisions that we make in our lives, and how to be more aware of that. So that we recognize that actually those aren't usually the things that matter to us, but yet ego can lead us to make decisions on a basis that probably doesn't nurture our the things we value most, if we're real and we dig a little bit deeper than just the value of, say, a job description or a title or those sorts of things, which might actually drive our behavior at certain times in our lives, but don't feed the things we value most when we actually explore what we value most.
Yeah. So to sum it all up, it's okay to feel funky. It's okay to feel low. See what is the one activity that can get you out of that state. Usually movement does help. Maybe even creating a playlist, but create a toolkit that you can tap into, so that you have a list of different activities to choose from, and you choose the one that is most appropriate for that day, for that state, and move forward.
Absolutely. And acknowledging we all have highs and lows.
Yeah.
You don't need a reason. Sometimes it's human nature to experience those things, and we're acknowledging that for you today, and sending much love.
Much love from us.
Ka kite anō.